Mike first started, he invited me to another speaking one that we did, and
Yep.
we were in the basement.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yeah. 101.1.
We in the mall right now.
Yeah.
You done made
We in
it.
elevator.
We elevating over here. So I'm just proud to be able to teach my community about credit and just give you guys a couple of gems
Yeah.
too. But I think you had something to say.
I was just about to say, because, when I came up in public school, shout out to PHS, but when I came up in public school, they didn't really teach us about financial management. And I don't know if they teaching it to the kids now.
No.
But I feel like that's the level where we really have to start.
Yeah.
Because some people so stubborn, it may be too late for them
Yeah.
in our age.
Yeah.
backing it up.
Yeah.
But do you go back to those schools? Do you talk to the kids more? Is that a plan in action?
That is a plan.
Okay.
Especially with my daughter. My goal is to take her out of the school system so she could be a full-time entrepreneur and
Okay.
just, be her own boss. But I have gone back to high schools and stuff like that. I knew information then, but the way I teach now and the way I connect with kids now, I feel like I'm gonna have a better impact.
Yeah.
And just working on contracts. Shout out to my mentor right there with the black jacket on.
What's up, mentor?
Mr. Michael Edwards, he basically teach me how to get grants and funding and contracts.
Okay.
So hopefully he has a connect where I can try to get into the school systems as well.
Okay.
So that is the goal,
Okay.
to get in there.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Excellence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So, how can people get in contact with you? How can they schedule with you? How can they follow you? Give them all the info.
So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all that. Let me give y'all Jim first because I said I was gonna do that, right? So I'm gonna give y'all 2 building credit tips.
Okay.
Okay. So the first company is Self-Lender. I don't know if you guys heard of that or your community, but it ranges by different credit lines. Okay, so you got like $1,000 one, and it's just different tiers. So of course, if you're just building, start with the small one. Set a budget first, because if you don't make those payments, it's going to drop your score as well.
Yeah.
So set a budget. How much extra could you put towards your personal finances? You know what I'm saying? So if it's $50, do a $25 one for self-lender, and then a $25 one for Credit Strong. And then when you get to once you get consistent with that, go back into Credit Strong, get another line of credit, but do this one for $5,000. So I think I pay about, I think I got a $10,000 credit line or a $5,000 credit line. I can't remember, but I believe I pay $100 a month. But the points and the increase is just really, 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 really effective. Yeah, so, and I would say start there, especially before you start building business credit, because our goal this first quarter, my mentor and I, our goal is to get $250,000 in credit funding. So right now, Mr. Michael just got approved for $10,000. I'm locked out of my account. I'm working on that so I can get my $10,000 credit card, and I'm gonna use my business credit to fund the rest of my business adventures that I want to do as far as expanding. Yeah. So personal credit is good, y'all, but if you are entrepreneurs, really focus on business credit this year.
How much does them, everybody's plagued by them student loans. How much does that hurt as far as trying to get business credit? Does that affect it?
Oh no, your business is a separate person.
Okay, all right.
Your business is a separate entity apart from its owner. So your personal loans has nothing to do with your business credit. And this is why I like business credit, y'all, right? Because when you use your personal credit card, let's just say for instance, I got a $10,000 credit card, right? And I want to take $5,000 out to invest in my Airbnb business. My credit score is going to drop. Mr. Michael's Poor Mr. Michael. He used his credit card. We worked so hard to get him up. He used his credit card and it dropped, right? But when we use the business credit card, nothing happened. You see what I'm saying? So your business credit card is way better than your personal because they don't. The max you can use on your credit usage that they want you to use is 30%.
Right.
Versus your business credit, I can take money out, go bill, and put the money back on there. And that's another thing. Get out of the habit of using your debit card. If you're gonna work on your personal credit, get a card that give you benefits like when you swipe. So I know Credit One, they'll send me a $150 check. I'm like, okay now, I like this lifestyle. Find out. So the personal credit, It's good, but business credit is even better, and it's quicker to build. So our goal is to do 1 million in funding this year, but we're breaking it down to every quarter, which is 250. So it's not hard. You just got to have the structure set up correctly. And a lot of business owners, they think, oh, I'm gonna start my business and just go live on Facebook or Instagram. No, if your structure is set up, you can get funding and start outsourcing because everybody want to put their face on everything.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So you can run everything and own nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting in the habit of, huh? Yeah, I'm getting in the habit. Yeah, no, I'm getting in the habit. I always wanted my face on something. This next season, I'm like, can I partner with you with this since you're good? Can I partner you with this since you're good?
Yeah.
So I'm working on more partnerships. I don't want my face on it. I don't need to. I don't need to. So, personal credit is good. Get it to 660s, but right after that, if you're an entrepreneur, go straight to business credit. It take you less than 90 days to build business credit. Less than probably $300 to $400.
Word.
And the business credit score range between 1 and 100. All you need is an 80.
When do you think you're gonna package and sell your books?
Well, this is launching on February the 20th. Our business credit book, my mentor and I are writing that now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
February 20th for Credit Gone Boss.
Credit gone balls.
Yeah,
The credit.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
that's incredible.
Do you have to have like an EIN number to start your credit, your business credit?
Yes, you do want to have an EIN number, and that's what we talk about the structure, right? And you want to have your articles. So your articles is like your business birth certificate. So most people may say, just to kind of, I don't want to use the word dumb it down, but just to simplify it, it's like your you see how people like, oh, I got my LLC. That's your articles, right? And let me tell y'all, I went into the bank, I went into Chase, right? And my mentor trained me to have a binder. So I have an electronic copy of my business documents, and then I got a physical copy of my documents, right? So I went into Chase, and he was just asking me all these questions. What's your mission statement? What's your NAICS code? Just asking me all of these business terminologies. I'm so ill with it, right? Because I'm already prepped. I'm a business developer, so when I go into these banks, I already know what to do. And of course, I'm not saying he was racist, but I felt like he was asking me more questions than he would normally ask somebody, right? So I was giving him the information. He's like, so what do you do? How much, of course they ask you how much you make, but he was like, well, how do you make that, like, how do you get your clients? How do you make that much? And da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold on, you just trying to be a client right now. You know what I'm saying? But I had my articles, which is my business birth certificate, my EIN number. I had my mission statement. I have all my codes that I needed to set up a business. And I opened up the business bank account. And let me tell you, most people, business owners, they're using their own personal account.
Yeah.
If you are a business owner, why would you? This is my thing, and I didn't know this. I was using my money the whole time. So you mean to tell me I only need 90 days to build my business credit, and I can use somebody else's money to build my business?
Oh, man.
That's what Robert Kiyosaki talk about, other people's money, OPM. And you may hear different people in different races say, oh, you ain't doing the OPM system? They're using other people's money. So this next season, I'm not using my money to do no ads, no, none of that. I'm looking for grants, and people sleep on nonprofits too. See, you got Walmart, and then you got Walmart Foundation.
Yes.
Their nonprofit does fund their for-profit too. So don't sleep on the nonprofits either. But as far as the business side, use your business funding to fund your business. Don't use your own personal money.
Right.
Just keep your money to the side, okay? But yeah, so that's what I would say. You do need your EIN number, which is free on irs.gov. Yeah.
Word.
That's beautiful. Do you have like at least 2 financial literacy words that we can like embody, take in our mindset to push forward?
As far as personal world or the business world?
Whichever one you would like to share.
2 financial literacy words for personal. I would say, I need a second to think because I got to think before I speak.
Take your time.
But I will focus on profit, and I will focus on investing.
Word.
How can this business fund this? Ownership. Most people say they don't want a lot of kids. I want like 7.
Okay.
I got businesses.
Wow, gang,
And
gang.
every time they born, every child that's born,
Hella
getting the
people.
EIN, getting the article.
people.
By the time they get 18,